Listening to a Freakonomics podcast recently about Germany really put some things into perspective. Germany is doing great economically. Their unemployment is super low, they now have a higher minimum wage, their unions negotiate and help with hiring and firing, but there was one part that kind of stuck with me that has helped Germany out so much that many in Germany bitch about like no one's business. That is the weakness of the euro that allows high trade, which is caused entirely by their poor partners in the eurozone. If you look on a map in the US, you have red states and blue states. Blue states have good social safety nets, a well-educated population, better infrastructure, and better upward mobility, and vote for Democrats. Red states have less educated populations, weaker social safety nets, worse infrastructure, and vote for Republicans. This is the case pretty much across the board, with some exceptions being Texas and Alaska in the surplus taxes they give, and Hawaii, Maine, and West Virginia, and the deficits they take, although Maine and West Virginia skirt the red-blue divide quite a lot. This is done through block grants, Medicare, Social Security, and pork barrel spending. But why? Why are blue states okay with subsidizing what Germans might call the incompetence of other governments and voters? Well, let's look at how currency works. When a country is wealthy, people want to invest in government bonds because they have a high chance of repayment and not going bankrupt. America is viewed as the world's gold standard. When demand for that currency rises, the currency becomes stronger. This means that compared to other currencies, it costs more of another currency to get that strong currency. This causes a massive trade imbalance as people outside the nation can't afford to buy as much from that strong currency nation, but the strong currency nation can buy like mad from weaker currency nations because the exchange rate is super cheap. It's sort of a double-edged sword. If a nation is doing well, their exports will start to slow down because their currency is too strong. If it's weak, you can have a lot of exports, but it means people don't trust your currency and won't invest as much in it. Pre-recession, the euro was strong and Germany was having export stagnation. Once the economy collapsed in the US and the PIGS countries were having serious debt problems, suddenly the euro weakened, and German exports picked up like mad once the worst shock of the recession was over. While the poorer countries now had to deal with a much stronger euro than their own currency would have been had they been on their own, which stifled their natural recovery because they couldn't export at the rate they naturally would have under, say, the drachma. Germans believed that they didn't want their hard-earned money going to pay off Greece's stupid waste, which was true. Corruption was really bad in Greece, but they had been through multiple governments now, and none of them have been able to ease Greek debt because their currency is too strong for such a poor nation. Americans fix this with federal spending and entitlement programs. New Yorkers or Californians, for the most part, don't begrudge their money going to poor red states, even though they completely disagree with the state's policies and methods of running the government. They're benefiting massively from a weakened dollar that the poorer states contribute to. Therefore, they're fine paying higher taxes, which leads to stability overall. They're all Americans. What America does have is the reverse problem, where the red states are the most anti-tax people you could find, thinking they're being robbed, while the pro-tax blue states are actually paying to prop up the red states. It's like if Germany did understand this and happily helped Greece out, yet Greece was more paranoid and angry at Germany for stealing from them through the EU. Which, knowing how anti-EU sentiment works, would not be surprising if that's not something that doesn't happen in the future. Germany benefits massively from having poorer nations in its currency, making it one of the best exporters in the world. While much of that is good governments, it's also helped tremendously by its poorer partners who can't compete at all now with a currency that's way too strong for them to recover properly. When Europeans and Americans can get this idea through their heads, they may begin to both love the US federal government and the EU, and everyone benefits overall. Until then, people will vote against their own self-interest in the US, and Greece will remain a very weak link in the European Union and a center of contention and strife.